Jumping to the bag, ain't coming, ain't. I saw the whole thing coming, ain't facing their past. Running, jumping to the bag, to the bag, to the whole thing coming. Jumping to the bag. I saw the whole thing coming.
We are something else.
All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 253 on me. And it is, hold on, where's the damn button? It is a Culture Thursday. It's your boy Kaleo. There's GenGlenn, there's E-Rich. No CB tonight. So we'll be holding it down for our bro CB. I just noticed the shirt, bro. Very nice. If only I could get my hands on one of those.
Yeah, better get you one of these chicken sandwiches. No.
Kaleo, what inspired the octopus?
So one of our earlier artworks, we were trying to figure out the mascot of the crew. I got Shannon. Shout out to Shannon. Shannon drew up a bunch of different ideas for mascots for us, and it was octopus is one of them. And so we tried to duplicate that, and many hands if you can on sneakers. I guess that's what matters.
Facts.
Nice.
Yeah. So again, no CB. CB is out and with the fam. Great Wolf Lodge, if y'all was wondering. So send CB a shout out.
They can drop this location.
I don't know which one. We got let's just do the roll call. We got I Am Tia. Look, great show today with GenGlenn and I Am Tia on the culture. If you didn't know, Jen definitely asked her about 10 times if Tia had autism, and that's what he talked about today. It was autism and ADHD. It was made clear early. Shout out to Tia. There's Kendall B. There's Kendall B. Why do AI do E-Rich dirty? When we were trying to figure out what y'all was talking, what image were y'all seeing? That was it?
It had to have one.
It had to be this one, right? It had to be that one, right?
That motherfucker look like the one black dude that always gets killed in the damn horror movies first.
Yeah.
We have Uncle Danny, good to see you. Jim B, Ubi, Abby, good to see you. Who else we got? Let's go down the road. Airstream Queen, Michelle, good to see you. I see Jen. Decasius. Art, good to see you. So again, we no CB tonight, and we're gonna. Tonight is the night to try new things when we don't have a full staff. Right, but that's what we're gonna do. There's Tia. Let's just go down, make sure everybody knows that we see you in the comments. Anything we need to address here before we get going? How's your week going, Lee?
Let Jen go first.
How's your week going, Jen?
My week has been pretty good, actually. You know how it always is over here, Kaleo. I had construction going on the house. It was so loud over here. But, we keep it moving. Got you.
Okay. All right, E.
This week has definitely been kicking my ass. Not even gonna lie. I was on a Teams meeting today. My coworker asked me if she said I looked depressed on the call, and that was with a vendor. So it must have been that bad. You know what I'm saying? But we here, bro. Like I said, get a little energy from the pod and the shenanigans that we get into.
Kendall cut up. All right. I think look, my week has been a week. Bro, you and I talk behind the scenes, so you know what's up with that. Able to bounce back, get things, get the mental straight, get everything going. It's been a study week. And trying to lock in these concepts, bro. I don't understand you and I talk like so. Like at this point, I need to get into a networking room, a server room. I need to see cabling. I need to see racks. I need to. Well, I see IT racks. I need to see patch panels. I need to see all this stuff. So a lot of what I've been studying can start clicking. You know what I mean? I need to see these things for it to make sense. And currently, it's as much as it can make sense. Now I told you I need like somebody that looks like me, that can talk like me, to break down networking to me. You know what I mean? The professor I have is amazing, but he's going to teach me on a book educated level. I need somebody to like a Rolandism. I need a Rolandism to learn networking and tell me what everything is. You know what I mean? Cleo's about to break into old culture. That's what I need though. But other than that, look, this is where we're at tonight, and I need this just as much as anybody needs an outlet. This is probably like the outlet for me. You know what I mean? So, and with all that, so tonight is the night. No CB, who's probably hopefully is he even watching?
Probably not, bro.
He's probably not watching. I'm like, when you're all on vacation, do y'all watch? Probably not. All right, with all that,
he would have chimed in on that comment that you made.
Okay.
No, the what you need to see.
All right. Look, let's wrap. As a follow-up to some of the story what we had reported on last month, we went from the WNBA probably not having a season because of the CBA to the WNBA having a season because they had signed the CBA. And now we were just sitting back and waiting for the chips to fall to see the new Supermax contracts, trades, all that getting ready to play out. And we knew, at least I knew, that Asia was going to be and should be the highest paid. She's the face of the league. She needs the bag needed to be the tone needed to be set. Or wait. She should be last one. See where all the other chips fall, but she needed the biggest contract they had, and so she is the first time ever four-time MVP signing a 3-year, $5 million Supermax contract to return to the Aces, as we knew she would. She's been to the finals, the finals 4 times. She's got 3 of them, right? 3 chips.
I think it's
three. They went back to back. One year they didn't get it because New York got it, right? And then they just won last year. Yep. With the new CBA being reached, we knew the bag was getting ready to come for Asia. Well deserved. And I believe, she's under 30. She's not done yet with winning MVPs and championships. So the contract is probably going to go even further with incentives and, Nike deals and stuff like that, right? But she was the only one that got the bag because her teammate Jewel Lloyd got paid as well. Shout out to Jewel because we got locked that in. And then there's how you say it, Sabali. She got paid too.
She left Phoenix and went to New York, which created another powerhouse.
Well, at this point, it really is. Well, I can't say that yet. Let's just once we get past the WNBA talk, I'm gonna add another powerhouse to that conversation. Kelsey Plum, former teammate, which I don't know why I didn't just round it up $1. Her contract for 1 year was in 1 or 2 years, $999,000, just $1 short. But she got the bag too, well deserved. And so let's go around. Let's just talk about the last 2 months, I guess, at least for the ladies, and finally getting the bag. So, we can start with you, Jen. Thoughts on Asia?
Okay, so now that the players of the WNBA can share in the revenue, the average salary went from like $80,000 to $500,000. I'm talking about that's just for the lower league players. I don't know. And so Asia getting that $5 million for a 3-year contract, I can't believe now she's able to have a better contract than, oh my God, what's her name, guys?
Brittany Griner.
Say it again.
Griner.
Griner, yeah. Like I thought that was going to be the biggest contract we ever saw.
I
So yeah,
mean,
so it's only up from here.
yeah, I thought. I mean, the comparisons are no longer anymore. But with Caitlin Clark, perhaps maybe being it's night and day right now because Caitlin can't stay healthy. I think if she can stay healthy, she may get the next one, or maybe Angel, just depending on the season they have. But especially when Juju come in, I think we'll see after Juju's first year, second year, what that deal's gonna look like. Go ahead, E.
Yeah, I mean, we like I said, me and CB on live from the cheap seats. Shameless plug. But no, you look at it from the standpoint like Asia's won 3 championships. She's a 4-time MVP, defensive player. Like she makes that thing go. You know what I mean in regards to that. They're prime time television type of team. You know what I mean? From the coach all the way down to the owner. And what I mean by that is the owner puts up money and you can see that it pays off. The gripe has always been that they pay too much and then, what comes of it. You know what I'm saying? And in that sense that it's you gotta, you pay your players and they gonna perform. You know what I mean? Like he got fined for providing a plane for them to actually take on the playoffs when they had to travel, whereas other teams were, flying commercial, missing, they close to missing games because they're flying on, commercial flights and things of that nature. So shout out to them. Listen, this also goes back, Jen, I've talked to Cleo about this, and we highlighted this actually probably 2 years ago. I think we've been more invested in the women's basketball tournament, than we have the guys for the last 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've turned the investment to where this money makes sense because these girls and these women, these phenomenal women are coming from college to the big leagues, and they're bringing their brand with them, right? And the people that are going to the college games, they're now starting to be fans of WNBA, because before it was just kind of like a hit or miss. You have maybe one superstar a team, you know what I mean? Now there's multiples, and it's because of the highlight that they've had from college. But Asia, doing Asia things, like I said, she got the shoe deal with Nike. And I think it's and let's just be honest, we'll take it to that level. Shout out to all the little black girls that have somebody to look up to, that's out here doing it the best way. Her name is Never in No Bullshit. And I think what it does is now it gives not only mothers but like single fathers that that have little girls, like, look at her, look what she can do. And I mean, you even see it like on social media. They got the dads out there with with their little daughters, like dribbling the ball and making them do drills, and you know what I mean. So I think it's turning the tide of where we should have been a while back, because the Lisa Leslie's and all of them, they paved the way, but they was just as good. It's just they didn't have the backing. There was no social media like that. So I definitely, I see sky's the limit. And they're adding more teams. They're adding 2 more teams, I think, in the next 2 years, and then like the last team is in 2030. So it's like the money is there, and I think they deserved it, because that unrivaled league was actually gonna be the one that I think that would have shook up the WNBA, because that was the players made that league up, and they were putting their money behind it, and they were selling out their venues like while it was. So they did that so they don't go overseas anymore, based upon what happened to
Yeah.
Brittany when she was overseas. So they figured out a way to get the money and still stay here and have money after the season still coming in. So again,
And that's a
shout out
fun
to
league. That the rival leagues. But didn't Cube offer a spot, for the ladies in the Big Three? Wasn't that kind of what he wanted? He envisioned the ladies playing in having the Big Three for ladies as well.
Yeah, but that, I mean, I mean, if anybody watched that, they played that's jail, that's prison rules out there, bro. Like they be getting murdered, and there's no way that the ladies can play. You know what I mean? Because it's not fair in the sense of the competitiveness. You got cats that are like, years removed from the NBA, but still think they can, go out there and do it. And they feelings is kind of invested in that stuff still. You know what I mean? I think what they did by creating their own league definitely set them aside and said, we can really be out here doing it and get our own money from it too.
Yeah. And while we're here on basketball, I put in the notes for WNBA draft too, because this was a really big draft class. I mean, past couple years have been, but this one has been. You talk about 5 UCLA players taken in the first round, right? No, even before that, we got the first ever first overall draft pick from the DMV area. Shout out to Ozzy from UConn. She went number 1 overall, and I mean that's big for sports, for women's sports, but that's big for this area. You know how big basketball is in this DMV area, especially PG County. I don't know if she's necessarily from PG County. I think she's from the Virginia side, but basketball here, and to have her to be number 1 overall and to go perhaps be, I mean, obviously maybe the face of this draft class, that's pretty dope, right? But then we were talking about powerhouses, bro. The Mystics are loaded. The Mystics already had a good team, but then they added Betts, who may see some time this year. But there's a couple folks in front of her that could actually that's good at that position. So they've got some chips, and they've got a nice bench too. So the Mystics, watch out for the Mystics this season too.
It's all competitive, bro. Like I said, the players that are entering in the league are getting better, right? Like I said, it's from top to bottom. You could have 1 through 5 that can go on any other team and start, let alone somebody from the players. But I mean, that's what it is. At the end of the day, I did look at that. The Mystics got better, but then even with the Indiana, you know what I'm saying, getting Raven Johnson. Now you got a certified ball handler. So now what's the name? Caitlin Clark doesn't have to, hold the ball all the time. You dig? So, Hey, listen, like I said, we cover this more than what I think most other podcasts do that's related to sports. Like, we don't bias. Like, good sports is good sports, and that's just what it is. That's what they bring to the table. It's worth watching for sure.
Yeah. All right. So look, I'm going to try something real quick while we're here. Because StreamYard's got all kind of dope little new things that we need to take advantage of since we're paying for it. So, kind of not even a spin. Dave J does this thing for the Would You Rather segment on his Get to Know show. Shout out to Dave J. But I had an idea, because we have this thing, we have a poll in here that we can poll the audience. So I'm going to do a segment maybe here and there called What's Worse? And my worst question for tonight. What's worst question for tonight is? Can y'all see it? Where should I put? Let's put it over there.
Oh, no. Okay.
Right there. What's worse? Hotel bed sheets or restaurant silverware?
Hotel bed sheets, 1,000%.
I'm gonna say restaurant silverware.
I'm gonna probably say hotel bed sheets, just because restaurant silverware is.
I mean, it's pretty bad, but you at least feel like they put some heat to it. That makeup, that bed sheet is probably from the last people that was there as well. You don't know.
I think that hotel bed sheets. If I'm laying in the bed, at least I have my skin to protect my body. But that silverware is going in my mouth. So if it's not washed well, I'm going home with something.
This is interesting because people in the chat, as they comment, it is actually generating do you see the results?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. So right now we got restaurant silverware with 3. I mean, but just think about that too, bro. Like, restaurant silverware is pretty damn dirty. Like, you're getting one, you don't know if it's all the way clean. It's already spotty because it just throw it in the dishwasher and with the hard water stains on it, and
That's why you order some lemons with your water, and you wipe down your silverware from the acidity from the lemon to kill all of that over. You can't do that with the bed sheets. Now again, but you still go to the hotels with the Lysol for the bed sheets. So it's like one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they still be fucking that food up at the Waffle House with them.
Yeah, so keep going with the poll. This is actually pretty dope. This is a nice little interactive. So while we do that,
you got another one, bro, or is that it?
Actually, I do have another one. We'll end this one, but I'll use the next one for
I got you.
one of the stories we're gonna talk about later on. So while we do,
I know which ones.
I know you know it's all right. So while we do that, let's talk about this right here. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees have been announced, and there's a whole list of slew of people who are being inducted. We got Phil Collins as an individual because he's already in with Genesis, well deserved. Iron Maiden. Now I probably only know one Iron Maiden song, but I'm assuming they deserve to be in there. I'm not going to hit the cheer after everything. Oasis, Celia Cruz, Arif Mardin, Rick Rubin deserves to be in there. Fela Kuti, Lynn Creed, Jimmy Miller, Ed Sullivan, Billy Idol. Now, there was a question earlier. Does Billy Idol have the body of work to be a Hall of Famer? But, we're going to get to that because there's a question I'm going to ask regarding that. Joey Division New Order, Sade. Oh, now that deserves. When you start going over some of these names, you're like, how the hell are these people not already in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? So Sade, Luther Vandross has been, he's been in the Great Beyond for almost 20 plus years, right? He's been gone for a while. He's just now getting in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Crazy. Shout out to Luther. Wu-Tang. Now, look. That's amazing.
Wu-Tang for the kids.
Yeah, Wu-Tang is for the kid. ODB is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ain't that crazy?
ODB is in there?
He's a part of Wu-Tang.
Before Wu-Tang.
We're gonna get back to that. Queen Latifah, well deserved, and MC Light. MC Light, the ladies.
Yes.
Rappers. All right. So now we know the big. This is where the issue is, and hold on. I think we need to. Let's bring this all together for this one, because this is a conversation that needs to be had, bro. Leading the votes all the way through with over 1 million, getting snubbed was
Don't
New
do it.
Edition.
Yeah. Shit. Fuck. It hurt me. That hurt.
New Edition did not get in.
That's
And
crazy,
look, and my theory was New Edition didn't get in because you can't have 20 ninjas going in at one time, right? But then also you can't have Bobby Brown and ODB going in the same night either, right?
Right.
But I mean, I'm joking about that, but that could very well. Oh God.
Oh my God. Don't start tonight. It's too early for this.
Breaks doing songs. You can wait. But no, seriously, like
he does.
But bro, like New Edition, how do you feel about this class? And then let's talk about this in New Edition snub. Jen, let's start with you. How do you feel about this class?
I love it. I think everybody that's up there deserves to be there. But Kaleo, I was just like you, like, what? How do they decide who's going to be in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like, what's the criteria? So I looked it up. Basically, every year they will induct 5 to 7 different people or groups. And then you're only eligible after 25 years of your first release. So that's why when we're like, oh man, that person has never been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like what took them so long? But 25 years after they made their first release, are they even eligible? But yeah, some people you see them and you're like, really? Luther Vandross, Sade, Phil Collins?
Right. And the issue is easily everybody off the list should have just gone in. Like there shouldn't have been even a vote for these names that were brought up, like the ones that were snubbed. If you are in front of the committee, and I'm looking at these names, and I'm going to tell you who didn't get nominated, but 90% of this list should have been no-brainers and going right in. But E, your thoughts on the class and the snub?
I can't get over the New Edition piece of it just because, and I know people argue it down, but like I said, I think they're the greatest group ever. And the reason just based upon what they were able to do as a group, how they were able to break individually, the amount of time they've been out, the culture that they've created from their songs alone, and just like who they are. But there's no way that you can sit there and justify that. You know what I mean? And there's some other ones out there. Oh my God. So I listen, bro. It is one of those things where, and you know, actually, Jen, I'll address kind of what you said. So I think the criteria has always been this thing where, you know, those things have been created like so many years ago, and they've never updated the rules. You know, it's kind of like the NFL and like some of these other organizations that are ran by them people. You know what I'm saying? And then people, they do it on purpose that way because they have the ability to dictate who they want to get in, who they don't. For the fans to vote as much as they did for New Editions, and for them to like kind of snub them the way that they did, kind of lets you know that it's not about the fans. It's not about record sales. It's not about none of that.
It led the vote all the way through.
It's so clearly ain't about that. It's clearly more politics than anything else, you know, with the people behind it. No different from any Academy Awards or all those award shows of the people who are sitting in the damn, you know, things that are making that case. But
exactly,
you know, but at the end of the day, we celebrate our people and those groups and the people that definitely, you know, put that mark on it. And I think what New Edition saw with the amount of fans that voted for them and why they're on tour doing the thing and killing it every night is more to them, you know, like, yeah, I'm sure they wanted the Hall of Fame not, but that their fans that have been sticking with them all this time shows more to it than that, you know, than that.
They can tour off of not having to drop the album in the last past 15 years.
Facts. The fact that they sing in 80 songs, I think,
right?
Yep.
Visually and another. And so, you know, this would be their year. NAACP awards to give them icon awards. Whoever does the Soul Train awards to give them something. BET would do something for them now. Like they're gonna have probably a big year being given their flowers, I believe, through like all these other systems. But when the vote come back around next year, because you can go back to back, I'm assuming, right? Being voted in, you're in till you're in, right?
Yeah.
This should be a no-brainer, right? Now, who didn't get in? Conversation continues. Mariah Carey did not get in. Shakira, is it Inks? Lauryn Hill, is that how you pronounce it? INXS? Is it Inks? I don't know.
INXS, yeah.
Yeah, not my group. Melissa Etheridge, Black Crowes, Jeff Buckley, Howard Stern. Now, here we go. Mariah Carey, she's a sure baller. She's going to get in at some point. I don't know how. I mean, I'm looking at this list now.
They starting up in this.
I know, they got me.
Look at Sammy's post, bro.
Where's Sammy? She's gonna get in. We know that she's a
Sammy.
She can probably walk into that damn Hall of Fame off of just Christmas alone, because like the fact that they've labeled Christmas her season is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
all the white people just yelled at you, butcher.
INXS.
Look, I had a brain fog right here. Look, I'm no excuse. You're right. I get the clip. Everybody, go ahead, clip. Get the clip. And but yeah, so Mariah Carey would get it. I'm not worried about that. Lauryn Hill. Now here's the question. Billy Idol is in. Lauryn Hill only has one album. We didn't say Fugees, we said Lauryn Hill. Does Lauryn Hill get in for one album?
I always wonder that. Like, according to the criteria, yes. She's eligible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, would she get in off of one album?
we had this conversation a while back, based upon like her one album. But are we saying the one album knowing that, but she was also on the Fugees, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's two separate things.
I get it. But we're saying Lauryn Hill as the performer in all of her body of work. right? We always go back to her one album that she only did, but she was also associated with the Fugees and carried and held her own. If not, that was her kind of introduction to, that side of the house, because before that it was Sister Act. So
No, Jeff Buckley is not on. He was on the did not get in the list, right? I'm
not that I'm aware of.
somebody verify. I believe he's on the not get in list.
I'll take a look.
They didn't let him into the party. But yeah, so I think for what Miseducation of Lauryn Hill did for the culture, and the fact that we're still talking about that album, there's only one album she put out,
Right.
and it is toe to toe is one of the greatest albums ever made for most people.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, in her impact, if we're doing just Lauryn Hill, like she's had some good collabs, featuring Lauryn Hills. I mean, so there's probably other people in there for less, right? So,
I mean, how can you have less than one album?
I mean, nowadays these new artists, they can have an EP and then they're gonna call those classics later on, and like in the next 20 years when we not talking about it like
that. Triple X, crazy. All right, so we'll see, because now I want to get into kind of like this view. Let's talk about. Let's do this. All right. We are at the point where AI driven anxiety is a real thing. There's a real study out there, folks who growing mental health concerns, with 1/3 adults reporting fear or unease of AI's rapid development. Rapid development, job displacement, and loss of human agency. AI has caused some people to fear job insecurity, particularly in the creative fields. High levels of anxiety exist around AI's unpredictability, potentials of catastrophic. Yeah. They say catastrophic, but I'm sure they meant catastrophe, and loss of control of 90%, 96%, fearing its impact on humanity's future, aka Terminator. All right. So, I mean, it started with self-checkout, right? And now we've seen AI just growing to do some amazing things. And it's not perfect, because you still got to check behind ChatGPT and ChatGPT. You guys still got to check behind all of that and do the work. But yeah, let's start with that. Your thoughts on AI. Do you guys have any anxieties over what AI is doing currently, or where you see it going?
I think you want to go, E?
Nah, you got this. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think about there was one, I can't remember the car company, but it had a driverless wreck. Like the car hit somebody when it had passengers in it.
Oh yeah, what's the name of that?
Was it Waymo?
Waymo, yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't want to name the company if I'm not positive that's who it was. But yeah, they had a driverless wreck, hit a pedestrian. And you think about stuff like that. And in South Korea, a worker was mistaken for a carton of vegetables, and they picked up the worker and like slammed him into the conveyor belt. There have been like 400 deaths worldwide from AI doing the wrong thing. Now, I'm sure there are way more deaths from just humans like not doing what they were supposed to do. But yeah, they've documented 400 deaths worldwide from AI. And a guy tried to kill the Queen of England and was caught, and AI, they went through his computer and found that AI like coached him into doing it, or like helped him prepare to do it. And in AI, a guy had an AI girlfriend, and the girlfriend was like, come be with me, and he committed suicide. So now those last two, you just need more human beings in your life to tell you not to do these things. But when, pedestrians are getting hit or workers are getting hurt, that's something I think we have to think about. But no, I don't typically have anxiety about AI, but I am, well, except for the driverless cars.
So he walked in McDonald's with the cashier. She looked at him, and I looked at me, and went to the kiosk. Thoughts? I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's anxiety. I agree with with Sammy's comment, but and that's just because of the way that the way that it is. These companies are training you. And there's one thing I think we have to be very honest about is you know learning it so you know how to use it the correct way. I mean, I think that's the best way to kind of go about it. You can be scared of it, but you're scared of it because you don't know what it can do for you as far as help wise. And yes, there's always the indication that it's always sides of it that can hurt. You know what I mean? If it's abused and not taken seriously on that side, but um, I think what people kind of like forget, it's the same conversation about how these kids are not reading books in schools anymore. They're off of laptops.
Yeah.
yep.
So there's the notion of the younger side of it, and then there's the version of the adults that are using it, that are quote unquote letting it use their work for it. Like, you still got to do the work. You know what I mean? If you allowing it to do it and you're not checking behind it, like, yeah, you could be replaced at some point in time. So I think you just have to you got to do what you got to do in order for you to make it work for yourself. Because then I think at the end of the day, what's the likelihood that it's something that's not going away no time
Yeah.
soon? And to be honest with you,
And it's only going to adapt. I mean, it's only going to evolve from here.
for sure. But it's I guess what I'm saying with that, and I think our community, and what I mean by this is, like, we sometimes kind of we've created things before, and we never like kind of jumped on it, but this is that one that could leave us behind even more so when it comes to learning and grabbing jobs and doing the things that will help us kind of get into certain lanes.
Mhm.
Because we're always scared of something because of we know what the potential of the people who have started it can do. But if we learn it and make it do what it can do for us, and put us in a good position, it's like, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've
I mean,
used that to our advantage here at We Are Something Else, whether it's with
I'm,
all of
I'm about to tell you, like, there's
talk
some
to them.
great things behind AI, right? If you use it for the right, the good for humanity or whatever, right? Resume help, because resumes evolve. Like, every few years, there's a different way to do a resume. And who wants to constantly go in there and constantly change it now, when you can just plug and play with AI and telling it how you want it built out? And all you got to do is proof it. I mean, there still has to be some kind of human, involvement with this. You can't trust AI completely.
Yeah.
But there has to be some kind of human involvement. But that cuts your time out. We always talk about there's not enough time to do a lot of things. Well, there's certain things that AI can help you save time on, right? So that's the good side of it. The graphics, hell, like I don't have to be sitting on Canva or wherever else, a lot like I used to, and try to figure out dope backgrounds or whatever. Now, whatever I feel like I need to get down on paper, I can just type the prompt in and have it, generate a couple different ideas and see which one is the closest to my idea. But I mean, they're super close, so time consumption, yes. Now, for me, again, it's not perfect, and there are some things from this wave of new AI that's kind of it's annoying now, but it wasn't when I kind of partook in it. But like, it's like music exhaustion now. Everybody has an AI artist. Again, now I'm part of the crew for Sweets in the Soul Show, but everybody's dropping albums every week, and now these platforms, the distribution platforms like TuneCore and DistroKid, are catching on to like the algorithm or whatever's in the music that you try to put out, and if it's 100% out, they are not approving it. But through Spotify now, you can just directly upload. So, it's ecosystem. They are ego, but I mean, it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to do. I mean, again, it helped. I started Sweets in the Soul Show because I had writer's block one day, and from there wrote a whole project within a matter of a week or two. So, I mean, for what it is, it's useful, but there is some exhaustion behind it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get where we at now. Oh yeah, we're on good time. Let's do our second poll of the evening as we go into this last story. See how this shows up. All right. Chris Brown and Usher are going on tour. Shout out to Kendall B for sending me the story. So here's the question. Would you skip your friend's wedding to go see Usher and Chris Brown on tour? In the chat, go ahead and answer that. Because this is kind of like probably a once in a lifetime kind of thing. You know, it's probably you had to be there to see it.
Had to be there.
You had to be there, right?
Had to be there.
So the question is, would you skip your friend's wedding to see Chris Brown and Usher tour? Now, if you do, what's your circumstances, Jen and E? If you skipped your friend's wedding to go to this, what's your circumstances on skipping?
Why I would skip?
Yeah.
I was getting it in with Chris Brown and Usher. Otherwise, I'm not skipping. I'm not.
Wait a minute.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm not missing a loved one's wedding just to go to a concert.
Jesus
I mean, literally, Michael Jackson would have to be resurrected and was doing a concert for me to skip somebody I love's wedding to go to a concert.
However, she said I skipped my cousin's wedding for nothing.
I can't, Jen. I did not see that. That was not in the bingo card tonight. CB's off, and you're the one that's doing it, right? You're the one that's going to cause me to just all the way have it out. All right. If I'm not in the wedding, I don't care.
Wait, we said if Lil Romeo.
Out of all the people, Kaleo, Lil Romeo.
Don't invite
I'm just saying, like, if it's a friend's wedding, hey, listen, there's a difference between friend and being in a wedding. Like, if I ain't in a wedding, bro, like, and listen, but no concert. I mean, at this point, bro, you could thug it out and be in there with your sunshades on, and you might have to, hit an energy drink just to kind of, make it through the wedding. But nobody said you had to stay all night, though. You just got to attend for the ceremony, maybe just for the first toast, and then you just be outro. You feel me?
Oh yeah, leave early and go to the concert.
Nah, I'm saying if you was at the concert the night before, right, and like the wedding's the next day or whatever like that, or if it falls on the same day, maybe you just, like you said, dipset, be there early, because like whose wedding is starting at usually what a concert starts with about 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, this one's probably gonna be like 6. Once you get there early, it's a stadium.
Wedding's over with by that time. You know what I'm saying? Like the reception's going on. You go ahead and just sneak out. You know what I'm saying? Get your bag with your clothes in, and then go change it. Go ahead and hit the concert.
I might do that.
See, it's always a good way to get out of that.
Newton can't say it because Cam Newton is a man. I am a woman, and I am trying to tell.
Wait a minute, that's not what I wanted. I wanted.
Jeez Louise, that was crazy.
Hey, hold on.
These people.
Take it from me. I know a quality D cup when I see one. I mean, I'm kind of an expert. I've spent years appreciating the right shape, the right feel, the right attention to detail. And these right here, they're flawless. Smooth, durable, designed to be handled, and trust me, you're gonna love having these D cups in your hands. Hot, cold, it doesn't matter. They perform exactly how you need them to, every single time. Whether you're at home, on the go, or showing them off just a little, they always get attention. And once you've got one, you're not letting go. Take it from me. I'm not only a client, I keep D-Cups with me constantly. D-Cups by Doreen. Go ahead, hold one.
Oh, look at that commercial.
Shout out to D Cup Customs. Look, WRSE 15. Say 15. Code right there. Scan that, takes you straight to
Dandy, yo,
what?
yo.
Oh, let me make it to this. dcupcustoms.com. Scan the QR code right there. Shout out to Doreen, shout out to Dimitri, and it'll save you 15%. WRC 15. There's mine right there. We got a new commercial. That means we're on our way for this year. E Rich and CB are gonna have their cups in no time. But look, right there, they 15.
6 months still left.
We've been talking about them getting these cups for about a year, right?
No longer than that.
Shout out to D Cup Customs. And real quick, guy, I want to know who won the poll. People said they would not skip their cousin's wedding to go to see Chris Brown and Usher. So yeah, look, another new feature. We got the dope little QR codes right there. Yeah, so now we can do this. All right. And we're finally at the culture.
Welcome to the culture, guys. Okay, so in the culture, they're always talking about high value men, high value women, and what makes you high value in a relationship. So, guys, I want y'all to watch this clip, and then I want y'all to come back and tell me, what do you think makes a high value woman?
Newton can't say it because Cam Newton is a man. I am a woman, and I am trying to tell you, if you have multiple children by multiple men, for whatever reason that may be, you lower your sexual market value, meaning the odds of a high-value, high-earning masculine man are now lower. Granted that it doesn't sound right saying, oh, you lose your value. You do. You do. You lose value, and nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to tell the truth, because then what happens? Women uproar and they say, oh my God, you're hurting us. That's bad for the culture. No, what's bad for the culture is us raising our daughters to be the type of women that think it's okay for us to be sexually promiscuous and get baby mama left and right. Yeah, that's what's wrong with our culture. That's the problem. So no, Cam, I'm with you 10,000%. You can retract your statement if you want to. I'm not retracting the statement. You absolutely will lose value if you choose to be a more sexually promiscuous woman and get baby mama left and right. I don't care what anyone says. Now, I should say, there are exceptions to the rule. Most of us are not the exception. Cam Newton can't.
Cam Newton had to retract his statement because he's made plenty of baby mamas. Like, how could he say that? But guys, I would like for y'all to tell me, what is an attribute you consider to be a high value woman? And does the kid to father ratio lower that for you? So let's just say if she had 3 kids, and they were all by the same father, or 3 kids by 3 different fathers?
That's a good point, Daddy. For every baby mama is a baby daddy. Go ahead. You.
Wait a minute. What was the question again?
Okay, so what you feel comfortable answering? What is considered a high value? What do you consider an attribute of a high value woman? And does the amount of fathers, does the amount of baby daddies lower them being a high value woman? Like 3 kids, but they all had the same father, 3 kids with 3 different fathers. Do you think that lowers the value? If one of these questions, going to make y'all uncomfortable to get you in trouble, then don't worry. Just go to the other one.
I don't think none of my maybe kids is watching. Not just playing. I think okay. First of all, I think it's a loaded question in the sense that the older you get, the chances of you meeting a female that does not have kids, the percentage is not that high. So they are going to have kids. Now, whether or not they have 3 or 3 different baby daddies, whatever the case may be, I mean, that's life. Life happened, and you're just now coming into that aspect of that. Whether or not the value is there, I think that's going to be determined by that man and what he considers value. Everybody has a different outlook on what value is. Some think I'm gonna marry somebody who's got money, and that's value. You know what I mean? Or she could have just had. I think this lady, she's like a influencer on. She does cakes, or she does like she be like the all right bye lady. She just got married, but like I think she had like 2 other kids prior to this dude that she's with now, and they had kids themselves. I mean, I think once people just kind of catch you in that position, and if it works for them, then that's what they consider high value. Some people out here with people just because it's a status thing and probably miserable as hell. So who's to say what is high value? I think it's just kind of, person by person. And that's about the most political way that I can answer that, because I think anything other than that, it gets messy. And, because people don't want to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? You think you downgraded because you had a kid and now, or you had kids. Some of these dudes would say that, and again, if a female says that, and she might have to look at her own mama who might have been that same situation. So what is she saying? That her daddy reached out and didn't get a high value woman?
The term high value is crazy. But
right?
I think is the older you get, it probably changes. Like now that, I'm into my 40s, I think the criteria is a little different. Now, if you have a few kids by the same guy, I think that's a different scenario, because you at least got to deal with one personality and one conversation to have when it comes to particularly being around somebody else's kid, right? Now I'm around other people's, like, now I'm if you go to the sports range, you see how crazy people get when their kids don't get into the football game. Now imagine somebody coming in and trying to raise somebody else's kid, and they acting crazy like this for a football field. So I'm thinking priorities. Okay, you can have a few kids, and I guess it all will depend on what her priorities are in life to even consider that, even if she has more than one father for her kid. Right? So how is she handling life, navigating through this, even before I even get in the picture? So I think that in older age, 30s and 40s, that's what matters. Like how is this person navigating before you even around? Okay. How is the interaction between her and the one father or the multiple fathers even before you even around? What did the previous guy have to deal with?
True. If I were to give advice, say to my kids, and I have daughters, if you're going to have kids, have your kids by the same father. Because we have to deal with the reality of the way the world works. Women are judged more harsh on
absolutely
how sexually promiscuous they are and the choices that they make around having children, and because we have to deal with the consequences of that. You could be a man with 12 kids and you could find a woman to marry you. You can have 12 different baby mamas and you'll find a woman to marry you if you have enough money to take care of everybody. But women, generally, you're not going to find that. It's rare that you're going to find a man that's going to come in and be willing to help you raise 12 kids. So I think that's what they're saying. It's not like you can't be in a relationship, but it does lower your ability to probably have the type of man that you would consider high value. And I hate putting, Kaleo, I'm with you. Like, I hate putting those terms. I hate that that's even in the right now, like putting value on people. Right. But I have to be honest with y'all, just most women out in the street, like, we have to stop listening to the internet, because most women out in the street, you just want, especially when you get a certain age, you just want a dude that's going to be there, do what he says he's going to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. If they have money, yay. If they don't, it is what it is.
Just be honest, and depending on what your definition of value is, value could be monetary, and there's a lot of high value women if it comes to monetary, but they're trash ass human beings,
right?
And that's vice versa for men too.
Completely trash ass human beings.
You can have a bunch of men with money, and they're just horrible people. Then you can have somebody with no money, and then it just depends on what we put on the word value.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, it's just looking at the reality of the differences for men and women. It just exists.
Yeah, I mean, and let's go even further than that. Like, man could have value, the woman could have value, and the kids could just be trash.
Nobody want to deal with some trashy kids.
No, nobody would do some trash. I can say that because I'm a parent. I'm just saying, but. All right, is that all we got?
That's all we got for the culture. Thanks, guys.
All right. Shout out to our other sponsor. Shout out to the DC Shy Pie. Hold on. Black Business Series. Shout out to Grant. Shout out to Margaret. It's on E's right there. There's the QR code. Save 10%. WRSE10. DC Shy Pie. Black owned Chicago deep dish style pizza here in the DMV. And they ship. So click the QR code right there. Type in WRC10. Let them know we sent you. Save 10%. They ship to you. And they do all that. You want to see should I even show the pizza? There we go, right there. Look, sausage and pepperoni. You've got steak and cheese. You got salmon and pesto. Just shout out to Grant. Shout out to Margaret. And look, we'll put Margaret on the prayer list as well. She is back in for another round, but sending healing powers to Margaret. Also, while we're here, sending healing powers to our other partner, Gen X TV. Shout out to Coach Kim. Shout out to Chauncey.
Coach Kim.
Keep all them, both of them on your prayer list or your higher power list, whatever you believe in. Send a shout out to them because we all are dealing. And if anybody else in the chat is dealing with something, look, sending the power of healing and prayer to you as well. Because look, we can all use it these days. But scan that QR code, WRC10. You want another QR code? Look, there's another one right there. That takes you to the website. You want that shirt that E is wearing? WRCpodcast.com. That is the Octopus Sneakerhead t-shirt. I think it is going for like $28 right now. And we got some new merch on there too that you may or may not like. And so go check that out, WRSE10. And also, look, while we're here, we're just going to knock all this out. Now, we love to partner up with different collaborators for different playlists because everybody has a musical taste. And, some people love the Inks, some people don't. And you may find out on one of these playlists, but we're back to featuring our friend, your friend, Amanle 76 birthday playlist. I don't know if she's updated, adding new music or not, but it is a really dope playlist. So go ahead and give that a play. Hold on, wait a minute. You think I have a button for Amanda? There's a scan that code right there. We getting it in. We're paying for it. Amanda Lee 76 birthday playlist. Go ahead and scan that and listen to some music. There may be some Inks on there, but other than that,
Inks in excess.
I don't know. We're just gonna name it Inks. Damn it! If I'm gonna get clipped and they're gonna make fun of me, I'm getting ahead of it. That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm doing right there. And while we're here. right, bro.
I'll keep it short because I noticed the time.
I mean, go ahead. Do what you got to do. We're
right.
not gonna be. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Do what you got to do.
I got you. So real quick, Jen, actually, I was saving this one for a female panelist to be on here because I definitely wanted to get some reaction and just some overall kind of understanding, if you will. But I had a question. It was something that I saw posed in one of my group chats, one of the many group chats that I'm in, and it is in regards to males having female best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what your thoughts are. And females, ladies, in the comment section, please chime in of your thoughts on men having female best friends. Now, we all know the movie Brown Sugar, probably except for Ubi. But at so at this point, we need to just kind of verify, like, you know, they had a thing for each other, never really went that, you know, that distance, but, you know, is that a problem? Like, if you were, and I think her name was Reese. Yeah, it was Reese. In the movie that he ended up about to marry until, you know, he caught him at dinner, and he hit him with the famous Richard Lawson and celebrate my divorce. But how do you feel about males or your significant other or your partner having a female best friend? One, they just straight up friends, nothing ever came back, or if in fact at some point in time they maybe had a thing back in the day, like when they were younger.
I would hope that if I decided to have a partner and I trusted him enough to be that or married him, that I would trust that if he says they're just friends, that they're just friends. I think men and women can be friends, platonic friends. And I feel like sometimes as females, we have intuition, and those spidey senses will tell you something's going on here. Like something's not quite right here. And if there are two women and they both love that man, like we're both want what's best for him, they're going to be friends with each other. Like I'm not going to be best friends or friends with a man and not try to be best friends with his wife. Because I want her to feel confident.
Anissa fully crashed out and said, if they fuck, no.
That would definitely make me more uncomfortable.
I was about to say, you know, it depends if he put it through the mattress or not. And
yeah, if he jumped off the dress, but my thing is, like, let's say they jumped off the dresser like back in college, but like they're grown adults, you know what I'm saying? She's got her own thing going on, but like they're like still close. You know what I'm saying? Like would you feel some type of way?
Jumped off the dresser?
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to
the
fun air. Like it's his dude. He kind of jumping off the dresser. I fuck with the coin.
Okay. See, Kaleo's put through the mattress. You say jump off the dresser, and I'm like hang off the ceiling fan.
Shit.
Right. If she's still
the insurance companies like
this segment brought to you by Regency Furniture. If they mad cool and she still blush every night he come around, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, no. But that's what I'm saying. You know, your intuition will tell you something not really right here. Because I think you have to kind of let it be known, like, I'm a cool person, but I will kill people. Like, I don't play with me.
Okay. Yeah, so that friendship it probably wouldn't last because it'd be uncomfortable if you have somebody that doesn't trust the situation involved. It'll be so uncomfortable that it'll eventually just kind of fade.
Exactly.
Is that it, bro?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it's interesting because again, like, you know, it's is there a background? Like is the first question that typically got asked, right, in the group, like, do they have a background? Is there a history between them? But there's always that time where it's like, again, let's say they never did anything physical, but if there was a story told, there was some attraction on one side or another. That's for it to be.
Even if the answer is no, bro, no other female is going to believe that or even trust that situation. So
unless they sign a death row contract, and then like Sammy said, if they sign the death row contract, then yeah, they in it for whatever it comes with that. So
especially if they got like little inside jokes and shit like that.
Yeah, that kills them all the time. That's gonna send them over.
Which I like laughing at.
You gonna be in the car and like, oh boy, last week before you go in the house.
It can be her. It can't be that type. It ain't gonna be. Your mama barely gonna be able to come around.
That's what I'm talking about. He won't even be able to have male friends.
I'm your best friend. That's all you need now.
Don't start that one. Yeah.
Done that. Shout out to the lesbian homie. And I'm supposed to put the graphic. See me when we get to that coffee shop.
Damn it.
All right, since CB is not here, the top of chop for this week. This was CB's shoe. It was the Nike Air more up tempo white and black, aka everybody believes it was the Scottie Pippen. It's not the Scottie Pippen. Scottie did wear it though. But yeah, it is returned in September. Last release, originally in 1996. I think they had one re-release a couple years ago, but this shoe has always been around. Like, it's easy to get a hold of these, but they're doing another re-release. I think their suggested retail price is $170. Not bad. I mean, when this shoe came out back in the day, I remember where I was when I first seen it. It was dope. First pair of shoes, that have the air going up the side, and then you seen Scottie Pippen rocking them in the playoffs. So $170, not bad. This is a cop because I don't even have my OG pair anymore. They're gone. So this is an easy cop for me.
It's a cop, but I think they're gonna be under retail. So I would miss the general release just to wait 2 weeks later, and they'd be about $20-$30, maybe even $40 under retail.
These are sure. You can probably go in the Foot Locker and get these.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Jen, thoughts?
I'm gonna say chop because I don't like big words on the side of my shoes.
He said, "Nigga, I can read."
All right. So is that a yes? Oh, you'll be a fine.
No, I said chop.
I was talking about. I was trying to see what you were saying. All right. Let's look. Let's show some sneakers.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that though, because I think I remember. You remember the kid sizes don't have the air bubbles,
right? Because they had to cut something out to make it right. Yeah. So the kid sizes did not have the air bubbles, but I want to think that technology now they've done it. It's probably yeah. All right. So let's just go ahead and do this. Y'all know who that is?
Oh,
yeah.
It's like a team.
Love them.
Boom, boom, boom. Adidas. These are the Krusty the Clowns. Yeah, obviously this is green. It's not showing, so that means whatever. The other thing I have to show is probably not going to show, but I will. Krusty the Clowns. These are the these are the ZX. Damn. I think these are like the ZX 24s. If I believe it's not even on the box. Yeah, I think these are ZX 24s. I had these a while back. Super comfortable, barely worn. But and the material is meant to look like the cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a crusty bird. So nice. It's got the bun and all that right there. But yeah. Yep. I also brought let me see. I doubt it. There it is. Your first transparent. We are something else. It's green.
Get you a see-through crop top.
Get you a see-through and see if they jiggle. Let me see.
Oh, goodness.
jiggle through the see-through. Nah, it's green. I wanted the green, but yes, we are something else. Go to WRCpodcast.com. Sneakers and podcasting. That's what we're talking about. That's us right there. I think this one retails for like maybe like 40. Believe
They got
40
it.
or less.
They got it. They spend it on other stuff. They got it.
Yeah, they got it. And then last thing I'm on the show, because if y'all haven't followed my Kaleo Shoots page, I've been, talking about 30 minutes a day in health, mental health, and just making sure that you have that reset before you transition from one portion of your day to the next portion of your day. Tabor, good to see you. I bought a point and shoot camera. Instagram got me this. Well, they gave me a discount code too because I've been promoting them. Camp Snap Pro.
There you go.
$100 camera, but it's point and shoot. Like it doesn't have a screen on the back. It just tells you how much film you have left. Well, how many shots you have left. It's supposed to replicate one of those disposable cameras or whatever. But obviously, you can keep using. You get about 500 shots, or you have to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, E.
I got you. Damn, I almost wanted to break out the Vans collaboration with the Simpsons because you brought the Simpsons out. But listen, CB inspired me to go through and get a old pair that I haven't worn in a while. And these are the threes. These were the I call them the animal instincts, and they have like different prints, if you will, on there from the different animals. Yeah. I thought this was a dope shoe because they did it very well with the color boxing, and then as well as the different prints of animal shoe and the different shoe string colors. They got yellow, they got red, again, just to kind of accentuate the shoe. And yeah, you can never go wrong with a 3 for sure. So,
yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
I think Ubi likes a 3, so she'll probably approve of those. Jen, you got anything?
I do not have shoes today, but I would like to tell everybody to please like and subscribe.
Yeah. Okay.
Before you leave, like and subscribe.
Let's bring this all back together. All these.
Ubi said, "Who got it and who was they? All them people that monopolizing houses and doing things in life." And Jen, I meant to ask you a question real quick before Cleo breaks the show off. You did say that I was able to go ahead and purchase property in Houston, right? You let that pass. You went ahead and you said I was able to go ahead and make
I'm
that
gonna
happen.
have to talk. I'm saying yes. I'm gonna vote yes for you, E. But
Okay.
I still have to talk to the Houston delegation, which is Sammy and Erica.
Okay. No problems. No problems.
Okay,
I appreciate
but
that.
yes.
And lastly, shout out to Dave J. I don't know, Cleo, did you see the post where he talked about the funeral procession?
The funeral procession? No.
So he had made a comment like, if there's like one person that can hold on just a little bit longer, you know what I mean? Because they tell people not to, the funeral procession is long, and they have, and I swear for everything that day that I left the house, I ended up being behind the damn funeral procession. I was like, that damn Dave J. That damn Dave J. He set me up with that one, bro. But yeah, good, yo. That was a good video that he did on that one. Go check that out.
E, that's the worst because you feel terrible when you try to pass the funeral procession.
But listen, that one, it wasn't a long, it was just where it was at getting on the freeway. It was like everybody was like merging on, and it was like maybe 10, 11 cars, and they only had one cop, motorcycle cop. So it wasn't like a large procession. But those long ones where they got the one up front, one in the back, and then they got the rover to make sure nobody passes through. Yeah, that's for the birds. But he said, hey, the one person that can hold on just a little bit longer. Shout out to our friends in comments, bro. Listen, I don't know if anybody else got the people that we got on here like this.
I know they're perfect. Kaleo, can you put Kendall's comment up?
Where's
I love when people talk about my baby.
How far back?
He made a comment about the 2010.
Oh, there it is.
Yo, cap locks.
So go ahead and make sure y'all where's the buttons right here, like and subscribe,
Follow us on YouTube
all that good stuff.
WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like.
There's a website right there. Do that. D Cup Customs, Gen X TV. Shout out to Jen. Thank you for coming through with the culture.
Always fun. Always fun to be here, guys.
Next week, I think we're going to lock it in. We got a special guest that I was able to dig up out of the weeds. And that's not crazy talk for being high, but no, I actually found this person. We've been communicating. They haven't been around in a while and just started resurfacing as of late. And I think we have a good conversation with this person. So if you've been on AMP, everybody who's been on AMP should know who this person is. And I was able to find him. And I'm not going to tell you if it's Eclectic Eddie or not. That would be dope if it was him. But no, anyways, all that good stuff. Shout out to CB. Have fun, CB. Let's end this show.
Can we guess? Because I'm guessing Black Shake.
I knew he was going to say that. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay.
All right, so.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Something for you. I'ma take you downtown. Yeah.
Hey boy, can we keep it on the down low so we don't get found out? Cuddle, 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 cuddle me back. Cuddle, 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 cuddle me back. I know my way around thugs. I got them cuddles and hugs. Snug like a bug in a rug. Act like you know, no. I got my jam on. Should wait till the hand cam on. Depends like my nan song. Baby, let's go.
Hey, I'm out to cuddle you right. No need to struggle or fight. Baby, just turn out the lights and it's on. Ooh, we gonna snuggle for real. You know how good it'll feel. Spoon you like it was a meal to dawn.
Snuggle me close, spoon me till your arm goes numb. Blah, 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 blah. Cuddle me tight until you heat up like the sun. Blah, 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 blah. Cuddle, 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 cuddle me back. Cuddle, 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 cuddle me back. I'ma show you a thing or two. Tell me what I mean to you. Act right when I'm swinging through and don't hold back your hugs. The teeth are flossed and brushed. Your right arm's getting crushed. No need to fight and fuss. We still in this ain't love.
Now give me a minute to get in them sheets. I didn't come here cause I wanna sleep. I came to snuggle and cuddle and nuzzle your cheeks. I'm saying your boy is a freak. Rub on your feet and don't whip your toes at the cold. I'm a soldier in the sack. Am I asleep? I ain't asleep, but I did drool a bit on your back.
Snuggle me close, spoon me till your arm goes numb.
Cuddle me tight until you heat up like the sun.
Spoon me,
Move your hair, girl.
spoon me,
You're hogging the pillows.
spoon me,
Move your hair, girl.
spoon me,
I ain't trying to eat your weed, boo.
spoon me,
Don't fall on my dick, no.
spoon me,
Don't fall on my dick.
spoon me,
Don't fall on my dick.
nuh-uh, spoon me,
Don't fall on my dick.
my bad.
Cuddle, 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 cuddle me back.
Cuddle, 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 cuddle me back. Cuddle,
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 cuddle me back.
cuddle, 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 cuddle me back.